let's take a look at some LPS that no one really talks about. In this video I have a couple LPS packages to show you, but some of them might not be the kind of LPS you think. I'm pretty excited about them. I think they're pretty cool. So let's see what's inside. Wait, real quick, I want to update you on the LPS event I mentioned in the last video. The date for LPS MeetMe in Chicago has been updated. It'll now be on July 28th. So if this is something you were interested in, you have some extra time, and I'll leave links in the description if you want to know more. Now back to the video. So this package, I almost didn't get, but I'll explain the whole story behind it once it's all open and everything. I was very excited about this one. I got this from eBay, so this is what's inside. This is everything that was inside of this package. It's kind of a lot of random things. There are 3 LPS and then some accessories, and then also picked out some Ken and Barbie shoes. And then these are the LPS. Basically what happened was most of this stuff was actually listed separately. It was just from the same seller, so it was all shipped together. Like the shoes were separate and then Snake was separate. All this other stuff was together because it actually all originally came together. We can look at the snake in a little bit. This was the main reason why I got the package. The person's eBay shop is in French, but I almost wasn't able to get them at all because for some reason the listing that had all this stuff in it, it said that they wouldn't ship it here. But I thought that was kind of weird because everything else in their shop said that it would ship here. So it basically said you have to contact the seller and ask them. That's what I did. Since the listing and their whole store and everything was basically on French eBay, I tried to message them in French. I don't speak French, but I basically asked them if they would ship it here, and they didn't respond. So I wasn't sure if I would be able to get them at all, and I was really hoping that I would be able to because I was looking for this LPS in particular, and for some reason it's usually pretty expensive right now. I didn't want to pay like $80 for one LPS. Plus I liked the idea of getting the whole original set. If it was possible, I really did want to try to get it because the whole set was like 12 or 13 euros, but they weren't responding. Eventually they did get back, and so it all shipped together, which was really nice. That was actually not the first time that happened to me though, where eBay said that they couldn't ship it, so I kind of had to ask. I also did that for some of these LPS. Can't see them too well, but most of them ended up being like 1 or 2 euros each. And then the short hair cats were like 14 euros, I think. But back to these LPS. There's this wolf cat, Persian cat, and then the fish that it came with, and then the accessories, boat, and then this hat, which goes on the fish. So yeah, I was really excited to find this. I also decided to get this snake, just an orange snake. They're all in really good condition, which is nice. And these are all the LPS from this package. I really like them. I'm really glad that it ended up working out. And here's this package. So I didn't exactly do a neat job opening this, but that's okay. So this one's not from eBay, it's from the Littlest Pet Shop shop. I have worked with them before. They've very kindly given me a couple of free packages for videos, but this one was not free. I did get it myself, and it's got some pretty interesting LPS in here. These are the LPS. They don't really look like normal LPS. So I guess I can set this one aside for now, and then focus on these ones first. These ones, these big fuzzy ones, weren't regularly released LPS. They're kind of different. They came from Sonrics, which is a candy from Mexico, so they were exclusive to Mexico. They weren't released anywhere else. So there's not really too much about these online as far as like information and stuff. I don't think a lot of people talk about them or really know that they exist. At least for me, I didn't know they existed till researching for a different video. I don't know if that has to do with them being limited to Sonrics in Mexico, or if they're just not really talked about because they're not really regular LPS. I think they're really interesting because they're so different. So as far as I can tell, there were 2 sort of releases, I guess. There were the ones that came in this little house thing. Let me take it out here, actually. I think there were 4 that came with this house thing, which were this bunny, lizard, gecko kind of thing. And then 2 that I don't have here, a penguin and this hamster. Kind of looks interesting, I guess. And then there were also 4 that came in like these little sphere things, which were this kitten, and then they also had a turtle, a dog, and a mouse. These are the 3 that I got. I guess before we get too into the pets, I can show you this thing. It's just a plastic little case house. It says 2008 Hasbro on the bottom. Yeah, it says Littlest Pet Shop in Spanish, basically. It's that on both sides. So I thought that was cool. And then we can take a look at the pets. They're all flocked, so they have like this fuzzy stuff on it. They don't bobble like regular LPS. And they'll say 2008 Hasbro on the bottom. And then they're made out of a really hard plastic, so let's start with this one. It's this brown bunny. I thought maybe a good way to kind of see the differences between these LPS and regular LPS would be to do a little side by side as I talk about them. This is a regular LPS mold that it's based on. So yeah, this one is a lot bigger than this one. And like I said before, it doesn't have the bobblehead or anything, but it does, however, have individually molded teeth. So that's a detail, I guess. I mean, this one does have the teeth, but they're just kind of painted. Another LPS that was kind of based on this particular bunny mold is this one. Also kind of odd looking, but this one's a magic motion pet. It does that. Then there's this one, stripes on the back. This one looks really different from the regular LPS. It looks kind of weird, but that's why I like it. It's way bigger and it's actually like a completely different shape. It is kind of interesting though, because I think I have seen some LPS official art that looks like this from a sticker or a book or something. If I can find a picture, I'll put it, but they never actually really made any of the figures look like this one. They did have a slight variation of this kind of gecko with these textured ones, if you can see that, but they're pretty much exactly the same besides that. Then we have the kitten. It's just a pretty simple gray kitten. This one does look pretty similar to the regular LPS version for the most part. It's just a very large kitten. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but overall they're pretty similar. These LPS were the main reason why I got the package. And then the other thing I got in this package, it's this very tiny seal. Another one that's not really a regular LPS. But yeah, there's the back. This one was from LPS Circle of Friends. They were just really small LPS figures, and I think they originally came with like a green stand too, and then they would like click together. It's pretty small in comparison to regular LPS. Its head doesn't turn or bobble or anything. I got this one because I have one other one of these. Oops. Yeah, overall they're pretty similar to regular LPS. Well, these are all the new LPS I have for this video, but what did you think about these LPS? Which ones were your favorites? Let me know in the comments if you want. I think for this time I would have to say that the gecko lizard thing and the wolf cat would be my favorites from each of the packages, but let me know what you think. If you want to watch more LPS videos, the last one I did was also kind of related to eBay actually. It was basically talking about how LPS are kind of really expensive now, going into why that might be. And I also covered a little bit of the Basic Fun LPS reboot that's happening around next year, so if any of that interests you, I'll leave links up here in the card or in the description and at the end of this video. And for even more LPS videos, please subscribe and turn on all notifications, and follow on Instagram for video updates before they're posted here. If you are following there, you might have seen these LPS already. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!